throughout the series. I don't think there was a single inning where we had put maybe over 350 runs. So after that, it becomes quite difficult for the bowlers. The first two test match, playing with three bowlers, in the sense we lost one bowler each in both the test match. Again, that's a you can say a big setback, once you are in the middle. And then, losing batsmen, losing Gautam in the first test, if I'm not wrong, and then in this test match because of injury. So things have been happening around. It has been a challenge throughout the series, and we can't really pinpoint saying, okay, this is the reason why we didn't do well. But also, we shouldn't take anything back from the English side. I think they bowled really well, they batted really well, and I think their fielding was also really good. So I think they played overall, very good cricket over the last 4 test matches. There was a situation where we thought we'll be able to defend this game, push it for a draw, but I think we lost wickets in quick succession, and after that we're not really able to build any sort of partnership. I think that was the main reason, why we were not really able to defend this game. I'm very satisfied with the amount of effort that was put in by the side. Winning and not winning, they are two different things, because even when you are not winning, you're putting in the same kind of effort, and that's what is the most important thing. The batsmen, they were not scoring runs, but still they were putting the amount of time that's needed, in the net sessions, as to how they need to improve themselves so they are able to perform on the field. And at the same time, bowlers, it was very tough on them, bowling 190 overs. I think, once you are bowling 190 overs in a stretch, it gets very difficult. People may say, it's 190 in 2 innings and 1 innings, but at the end of the day, once you have bowled over 90 or 100 overs, it gets very difficult to bowl the rest number of overs. So I think I'm very happy with the kind of effort they put in. And the part-timers also, they contributed whenever the need arose. And, of course, the first 2 test match was not very suitable for them to bowl, but they had to. But I thought in the last 2 games, they did a very good job. He had to bat at a different slot. He opened for us. He batted at number 3. So I think, that also makes it a bit more special. And when the team is not performing, all of a sudden, the batsman who's performing, feels a bit more pressure on himself, because he knows he is the one person, who has been performing throughout the series. So I think, he did a real good job. It's always good to have him in the side, when the ball starts moving. But odd series, you can say, where the others didn't perform, but I thought, he was really brilliant throughout the series. If you see the kind of players who have been performing for us, or, who have been part of the test side, of course, they have not been very consistent, but you have somebody like a Suresh Raina, we know how talented Rohit Sharma is, Chiteshwar Pujara did decently well in South Africa, Abhinav did a good job in the last 2 series. So I think we have got the talent that's needed. It's just that, they need to be given proper exposure and confidence, because I feel, it's not always the technique. Of course, technique is important, but it's also the confidence level. If the confidence level is high, people stop talking about the technique because you're scoring runs. I think it will be very important to groom a few other bowlers, or have the bench strength of bowlers ready, because if you keep playing with the same bowlers, if you don't give exposure to some of the youngsters, how international cricket looks like, we may be forced at some point of time to straight away, bring them to play test cricket, which can be tough on them. So I think we need to plan it a bit, and hopefully, utilize the time in between, in the best possible manner. I think it's a grooming period where we need to groom as many youngsters as possible. Try to give them confidence by not shuffling them too much. If they are scoring in 1 or 2 games, that's fair enough. If they don't, you quickly shuffle them. So, it will be all about giving confidence to the coming generation, so that, they are at their best, when they are thrown at the top level.